The community is taking ICE to court and winning. Victor Cruz, one of my constituents, took ICE to court for unlawfully arresting and detaining him back in October. He is extracting his justice after a federal judge issued an injunction barring federal agents and ICE from making arrests without warrants. Bruh, I can't even believe that I have to make this video. We are demanding the federal government adheres to their own laws, adheres to the Constitution, doesn't execute people in broad daylight. Low-key, this is crazy, but here we are. In October, I shared the story of Victor Cruz, who was unlawfully detained on his way to work despite being here legally for 25 years. ICE took him knowing that they had the wrong guy and detained him in Tacoma for 3 weeks. You know where I stand on this. ICE has no respect or credibility to be operating in our cities. They have an arrest first, justify later, Gestapo-like mentality. That's why Victor's case and Oregonians like him have their case as a part of this action brought forward against the federal government. Community is working to illustrate that ICE has a pattern of apprehending people without due process, without warrants, and they're flat out violating civil rights. The federal judge affirmed that any legal interpretation that the White House is making to provide these directives are making a stretch beyond what's reasonable. Major credit to this judge too for this generational quote: "Due process requires those with great power to exercise great restraint." Back in October, we organized for weeks for the release of Victor Cruz. We organized press conferences. We called our members of Congress. We talked to any press outlet that would hear us. And that helped get Victor Cruz released. Now he and his family are leading a class action lawsuit against ICE to make sure that this does not happen again. But I think we can all acknowledge that this is not enough. Although Victor is home now, there are thousands of other Victor Cruzes that have had their rights abused by this agency and this federal government. This is just one small win. We need to remind America that due process matters, that the Constitution matters, that law matters. This president and his administration has crossed the line on ICE. Here in Oregon, we must continue to stay vigilant. We must continue to organize peacefully, and we need to take care of one another. Hasta pronto. Gracias.